We've already talked about what your class says about your personality, but what about your role? What does your Neverwinter role say about you? Roll it. Welcome back. Well, let's start with everybody's favorite, the DPS. You just love those deeps, don't you? Everyone talked about how important the healers and the tanks are, but you know who really carries the run. Yeah, the faster it dies, the easier things are for the healer, and the best CC is death. You know you're the difference between a quick, easy run and a painfully long run. Really, they should be thanking you. If you're a healer, you know the true power of life and death rests in your hands. Oh sure, that DPS is nice and all, but they can't hit anything if they're dead. If they get a bit too full of themselves, your hand might just get a teensy bit tired and misclick once or twice. Oops. They really should have said thank you. If you're a tank, you're content to let the healers and the DPS squabble over who's most important because you know the truth. Obviously, it's the tank. Look, it's just facts, okay? A healer that gets aggro is a dead healer, so they better be glad you know how to generate threat. And that DPS thinks they're so great. But watch the numbers deflate if you take 2 steps to the left, so there's no more combat advantage. That's right. You're the glue that holds this show together. But it's alright if you underappreciate it, because you can tank it. Alright, that's not what you all expected, but you know I'm not going to stop there. Plenty of you play more than one role, and to you I say, the role you don't play says as much about you as the roles that you do play. If you play DPS and tank but never healer, then you love attention. You want to be front and center where everyone can see just how important you are to everything that's going on. It doesn't matter if you're dishing out the damage or perfecting the positioning. As long as you're right in the thick of things, you'll be happy. But none of that supporting from the sidelines in quotations nonsense. Not for you. You've just got to take the stage. If you play DPS and a healer but never tank, then you want action. And you are profoundly lacking in patience. You want to see numbers. You don't care if they're red numbers or green numbers, so long as there's always something going on all over your screen. Blocking attacks while other people fight the boss just sounds so boring. You'd rather much be stabbing it in the back or secretly deciding who lives or dies. And if you play a healer and a tank but never DPS, just how? No, really. How did you level your character without a DPS spec? What did you do? Run a Bane and smite Pally or something? You must be extremely devoted to supporting others, because the patience it must take to get through this game as only a tank and healer has got to be immense. Although I guess your Qs are probably super fast, huh? Anyway, you want to be a team member others can rely on, so you play the roles we all need. Cheers to you. Alright, so that covers class roles, but Neverwinter's a social game, and what role you play isn't just about your class, it's also about how you interact with other players. So what about the social roles in Neverwinter? If you love to get things started, you're an instigator. You're that person in your guild or alliance who's always lively in chat. Whether you're discussing the latest nerfs or calling for a dungeon run, you're the life of the party, so everyone needs someone like you to keep things interesting. But every now and then you really get on people's nerves. You always want to be involved in everything. So before you stumble into full-blown narcissism, take a moment to think about whether you really need to get involved. Again, if you like to organize things like raids and training runs, you're an organizer. You've got at least one Discord server and several spreadsheets to keep track of who has been on which runs, what time zones people are in, and who still needs completions. Everyone wants to be on your good side because that's how they get into those runs. But secretly, we all get a little tired of your bossy self-importance. It's just a raid bot, Karen. Calm down. If you love to buy, sell, and bargain, you're a trader. Maybe you like to play the auction house, constantly undercutting to move your goods fast, or buying out underpriced items you know you can sell for more. Maybe you farm lures and sell gear, or maybe you collect rare items and spend your day in trade chat making deals. You're usually rolling in AD or mops, or both, but friends can be a little bit touch and go. Maybe you've swindled a guildmate one too many times, or maybe flaunting that cash got a little bit too annoying to everyone around you. And please, just tell me how much that damn thing costs. I swear to God, if you tell me to make an offer one more time, I'm gonna... Well, moving on. If you love Neverwinter professions, you're probably a crafter. You did all those quests and invested all those resources into masterwork crafting, and now everyone wants to be your friend. Could you do just one more weapon set? And of course, the person asking doesn't have all the materials, but they have most of the materials. And you just love crafting so much that you'll make them those weapons at a discount, right? Well, grumble all you like or demand fair play, but either way, don't deny how much you've loved being needed. Sure is great to have masterwork being useful again. Someday. If you love helping out behind the scenes, you're a supporter. You help just because you like helping and never need or want credit for your work. You'd rather people know it was you who was organizing the guild event or made that anonymous donation. You love to sit back and enjoy the fruits of your labor, knowing that you're the secret force at work behind the scenes. But if the people who do know what to do forget to say thank you, then suddenly your calm ocean becomes a tsunami of rage, because gratitude is what makes your work worthwhile, and nothing pisses you off as much as being taken advantage of. If you love helping new players and teaching dungeon mechanics, you're a teacher. You get so excited about new people in the game, especially when they play your favorite class. You've done the adventure zones dozens of times, but you can't resist helping someone get the hang of those quests. So sure, you'll go through them again. Or maybe you like endgame content and love teaching people tough mechanics. You might rely on an organizer to get people together, but when it comes to the actual teaching part, you're the person everyone looks to. Be careful how quickly you offer your expertise though, because if you get carried away, you'll become a backseat gamer. This might come as a shock to you, but not everyone wants your advice. And if you're constantly offering it unsolicited, people are going to get annoyed. Before you offer that tip, take a moment to think. Did anyone ask for your opinion? If they didn't, maybe keep your mouth shut or your fingers still, whatever. So there you have it. Neverwinter roles, from in-game classes to social contributions. Which one are you? Leave a comment and let me know which roles fits you the best. Or if you think I missed one, tell me what it is. Galactic here. Peace out. Stay safe.